would vote Saber from the Fate series to be the president of the United States. Anyways, though, I did not really think that Ado was that, I guess, world known. I know she was pretty big over in Japan, obviously, and I knew she was growing here in the US, but I did not think that she would be growing in such a grand world stage. What do I mean by that? Well, the World Cup, one of the famous and biggest sports event of all time, has to do with football or soccer, or however you want to pronounce it, or whatever part of the world you are watching this from. But it's a big, giant soccer/football tournament that is done by every single country. Every single country qualifies for this spot, and throughout the qualifiers, they, are set in stone to be part in the tournament, and then throughout the tournaments, they knock each other out, and we got the final two teams that are competing for the world trophy, and this is a huge deal. Now, I know most of y'all might not be familiar with soccer, and if you are, then awesome, because I am a huge soccer fan as well. Yeah, Ado has set her foot in that stage. Holy crap. Now, how do you know what I'm saying isn't BS? Well, if you look at the Adidas official page, the Adidas is pretty well known for soccer. I mean, they make kits for some of the countries that use Adidas. They make soccer jerseys. They make more than just soccer jerseys. They probably make football, baseball, soccer, basketball, any sport, you name it, they have it most likely. Now, Adidas is one of the biggest contributors for the World Cup, as again, they make kits for all of the countries, and some of them are absolutely amazing. And one of the most simple but yet very pleasing to look at is obviously Japan's kits, although I really do like Mexico's a little bit more. Just looking at Japan's, it's not that bad. It's the away kit. But then you see this post right here that Adidas has on their official X account, official social media account, where you see a lot of famous people. I mean, I don't recognize most, but I do see Lamine Yamal. And who is right next to Lamine Yamal? That is right, Ado. Ado is the most important person in this picture that you see right now. She's even like making everybody say, who the hell is this guy, this bum right next to him? Sorry, I'm not really meaning to call him a bum, but because he is one of the greatest soccer players around right now, the fact that she's right next to him is absolutely amazing, and I just love the jokes and little jabs that they are throwing at Lamine Yamal. Oh my gosh, man. What I did not know about this whole entire thing is that this was teased to us a long time ago, because there was a post, again, by Adidas, more specifically this time about the Japanese page, with them promoting obviously Adidas, but they sprinkled a little bit of rose petals on there, but they weren't just regular rose petals. They were actually the blue ones that you do see very iconically next to Ado. And then at the end of that commercial or that teaser, there are 3 letters highlighted dark blue. ADO. Wow, man. This was back in 2025, like a year before the World Cup. And I like, holy crap. I did not expect this whatsoever. I never even noticed about this. I never noticed anything about this, but it is just so cool how high she's been climbing up the ranks in popularity, and I guess, gaining more views and eyes, and people that aren't familiar with her are going to start familiarizing with her. Now, one awesome detail that I just noticed recently is that she's going to be making a song specifically for Japan. I really do wish that it was changed, not just for Japan, but global, because the global World Cup song is so freaking buns, man. I don't know why they thought that, no offense to Jelly Roll, but I really don't know why they chose Jelly Roll at all. And when you actually look and hear and listen to the World Cup theme song for this year, it is so bad, man. I feel like we're gonna get clowned on, because this is really just a Home Depot or Ford F-150 commercial. Like, it does not have this global feel, nor does it have like a United States feel. It just feels like a Texan country, like very, very specific and rural area within the states. It doesn't feel like the whole states is in on this. It just feels like one specific state is in on this, and it just sounds so freaking sad, man. I mean, when you look at Shakira, although is obviously very familiar, or very known within the Spanish community. I'm not remembering if she's actually Mexican or other Spanish speaking native, whatever it is. Listening to her World Cup song, dude, it really does feel like a global sensation. In fact, it was a global sensation. All around the world you hear this. All around the FIFA games that you play is going to be on it. It was literally one of the biggest songs in the world when the World Cup was in the process of their tournament. The fact that we just have a terrible one just is sad, so sad. And I really do wish that somehow, some way, the Ado's Japanese, I guess, World Cup anthem turns out to be the global. I hope it gets more popular than Jelly Bean, because not only is it going to sound better, but it really does have a potential in bringing a lot of attention to Ado herself from, global, more of a global fan base, more recognition throughout the entire world, and just hopefully the United States really does pay attention to how really good, well written her songs are, or how catchy her songs are. That way she gets closer and closer and closer to achieving that goal of wanting to win a freaking Grammy Award. She needs it. She doesn't really need it because she's already higher up and surpassing what the Grammy Awards really stand for. But I really don't want to bash on her dreams, and if she wants to go for it, she will get it eventually, and I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for her to achieve that goal. But yeah, seeing Ado's original character wearing the kit for Japan, the away jersey, it's just so cool. And I also like her little post right here where she says, with Adidas and Ado, it be Ado'd us. But I'll hold off since it feels like I'd get scolded for it, which is pretty freaking adorable. But yeah, let me know what y'all guys think down in the comments below. Do y'all still know who Ado is? Do you want to know who Ado is? How do y'all feel about Ado, taking over and, showing her face, or not showing her face, but showing who she is to the entire world? I freaking love this. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far into the video, why not drop a like and subscribe, as that does help around my channel a lot. Y'all have a wonderful freaking day, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios, guys.